Have you ever made a decision that in the moment felt completely reasonable and then woke up the next day absolutely baffled by yourself? You said yes to something you knew you'd regret. You bought something you didn't need. You stayed up until 3 a.m. doing nothing important. You sent the text. This isn't a willpower problem. It isn't a sign of immaturity. Your brain is actually running two completely separate and competing decision-making systems. And most of the time, the wrong one is in charge. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain has two operating modes. The first is your present self system. This is the part of you that lives entirely in this moment. It feels pleasure, discomfort, boredom, and excitement intensely right now. It wants immediate relief, and it doesn't care about consequences because for the present self, consequences aren't real yet. The second system is your future self. This is the rational, planning part of your brain. It can think ahead, weigh trade-offs, and make the choices your future self will actually be grateful for. The problem is, these two systems don't have equal power. Your present self is loud, emotional, and always online. Your future self is quiet, abstract, and incredibly easy to ignore. And this is where neuroscience has uncovered something deeply uncomfortable. Brain scans show that when you think about your future self, the activity in your brain looks almost identical to when you think about a complete stranger. Let that sink in. Your brain doesn't fully recognize that future you is you. So when your present self makes a decision, it's essentially making it for someone it barely knows, someone it feels no responsibility for, someone it's perfectly happy to leave with the mess. This is a cognitive bias called present bias, and it explains nearly every choice you've ever made that your future self hated. That late night that wrecked your entire next day, the impulse purchase that hurt your bank account, the difficult conversation you avoided that only made everything worse. In every case, your present self got what it wanted, and your future self got stuck with the bill. So, what can you do? You can't just turn off your present self, and you wouldn't want to. It's what helps you enjoy the moment. The key is to make your future self feel more real. The most effective technique is something called future self journaling. Before making a decision, take a moment to write just one sentence from your future self's perspective. Don't write, "I want to go to bed early." Instead, write, "Tomorrow morning me is going to wake up feeling rested and clear." That small shift in perspective makes future you feel like a real person that your present self actually cares about protecting. The second technique is to raise the activation cost. Your present self always takes the path of least resistance, so make the bad choice just a little bit harder. Put your phone in another room before bed, log out of the shopping app after you use it, leave your credit card at home when you go out. You don't need perfect ironclad willpower. You just need to create enough friction to slow down your present self and give your future self a fighting chance to be heard. Your brain isn't broken. It's just running a system that was designed for short-term survival in a world that no longer exists. Future you is real. Start making decisions like you believe that.